always imagined it would be difficult to write my vows, but when I'm talking about how much I love you, it becomes the easiest thing I could do. From the moment we first met, I've continued to remind myself how lucky I was for you to choose me. You're more beautiful than the girl of my dreams, and I'm so happy that you're becoming my wife. Your kindness and your caring nature and the way you always put others before yourself. I love our ability to find things that are really not that funny the funniest. And I love that you love Lord of the Rings. And let me watch it whenever I want. I know that throughout our marriage we'll continue to make promises to one another, but I wanted to start by making a few that are important to me right now. I promise to prioritise you, your happiness, your laughter, and everything that helps to give you the best and most fulfilling life possible. I promise to support you and your dreams and work hardest to help you reach them, even if they involve taking you to the moon. I promise to not take life too seriously, to be spontaneous and to cherish being your husband. And most of all, I promise to continue being me, the person you fell in love with and the person who loves you more than anyone could ever imagine. You are my soulmate, and I'll spend the rest of my life making sure you know just how special you are.
At an early age, I was obsessed with the fairy tale story of a princess finding her prince and living happily ever after. But today is no story. This is real life, and this is the realest and truest love I could have ever wished for. Somehow you make every day feel magical, and I can't thank you enough for making my childhood dreams a reality. And this beautiful reality is that neither of us are perfect, but you tell me that I am anyway. In fact, everything I dislike about myself are the things that you tell me you love the most. There's a million reasons why I fall in love with you every single day. But what I really want you to know is that it's a privilege to be yours, and to deserve your love and your kindness and everything that you are. I still can't believe all these years later how lucky I am that you chose me. So today I promise to cherish every moment we spend together, because in the wise words of Tolkien or Gandalf, all we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. And the only way I want to spend my time and my forever is with you, the man of my dreams.
Rohanne, I give you these rings.
Rohanne, I give you these rings.
As I bind my life to yours.
As I bind my life to yours.
They are a symbol of my love.
They are a symbol of my love.
My everlasting friendship.
My everlasting friendship.
And my commitment.
And my commitment.
To you and our marriage.
To you and our marriage.
Connor, I give you this ring.
Connor, I give you this ring.
As I bind my life to yours.
As I bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my love.
It is a symbol of my love.
My everlasting friendship.
My everlasting friendship.
And my commitment.
And my commitment.
To you and our marriage.
To you and our marriage.
But from this moment forward, you are in fact husband and wife, and I suggest you seal your marriage with a kiss.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I feel like a pop star. It's a nice day for a white wedding. I apologise for that, and I apologise for what's to come. Right. Please bear with me, but I would like you all to stand up. Perfect. Now take one step backwards, one step to the left, one step to the right, and retake your seats. I've been told that the key to a good speech is to move your audience. It's not as good as the ceremony, but you've moved. I'd like to begin by thanking you all for joining us on this wonderful occasion to celebrate the marriage of Rohanne and Connor. I stand here a very proud dad and very honoured to have walked my beautiful daughter down the aisle. And I'm sure you will agree that she was absolutely stunning and makes the most breathtaking bride. Now this is the hard bit. Today I hand my beautiful daughter to Connor, who has become a much loved member of our nappy clan. And I have no doubt that he will love and cherish her as much as we do. Now, since meeting and becoming the real life Gavin and Stacey, obviously Rohanne from Essex and Connor and his family from Wales, they have been pretty much inseparable, and they have built a lovely home and family with their much loved dog Arlo. They are a beautiful couple and we love them so much. So I would like to wish them all the luck and happiness in the world for a wonderful future together as husband and wife. And I ask you all to raise your glass and toast our bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. McFadden.
How on earth do I follow that, especially as Paul has just stolen all of my stories? No, it's fine, I've got loads. So where do I begin? Anyone who knows Ro will probably know that she was named after a princess. And if you didn't, then so much probably makes sense now, doesn't it? Connor knows. Ro and I have been friends basically our entire lives. I don't remember any milestones where Ro wasn't there for me and vice versa. I think it all kicked off, we had a sleepover and she politely sat through an entire film with me eating all of her dinner, and I just thought this is the sort of friend I need in my life. As the years moved on and we put our camping days behind us, soon a love for clubbing and cheap alcopops or wine became the thing to do, or down, however you look at it. Ro has always been brilliant at getting everyone together for events and nights out. I actually call her a professional memory maker. She's so good at it. As a group, we probably ventured all over London, but nothing ever beats home, does it? Oh yes, ladies and gents, don't be fooled by this demurely dressed bride in front of you. We could have been in one of the top clubs in Knightsbridge, but I guarantee if you're on a night out with Ro, by 10 p.m. you will start to hear, "Basildon girls, Baz!" And she'll be dragging you out on the train home to good old Chicago's, another rest in peace. That is not before raiding the nappy alcohol supply first. Sorry, Sharon, I've lost count of how many bottles of wine we owe you. Everything I've just listed was more or less BC, before Connor. Or you could say DE, during Enrique Iglesias. Naturally, when you've been a substitute sister to someone their entire life, you wonder who they might eventually meet. So let me take you back to early 2017. Ro and I were having one of our daily email essay marathons. We did used to do some work in our jobs. Ro told me that she had met Connor. In true Ro style, I got every last detail from the first date, from what outfit he was wearing to what he drank. Oh, and she also checked that he liked Lord of the Rings too, very important. Ro can be quite a cool cucumber with these sorts of things, but when she suddenly started harping on about rugby scores for the first time in 25 years, I knew this guy had to be a keeper. I didn't think a male version of Ro could exist, but boy was I wrong. Okay, so the hair's a bit different, love of gyms, whiskey is there, you get what I mean. It was very clear after meeting Connor that these two were made for each other, and I was so happy too as we got on, and finally there was someone else to listen to all the thoughts in Ro's head every day. I'm joking, we still voice note daily. Ro, it goes without saying, my goodness. What a wonderful best friend you've been to me. We always joke saying we have the same sense of humour, but it's so true. I know I can send you a funny TikTok or call you with another random life drama and you'll be there in a heartbeat as always. We didn't get sisters, but we got each other. And I think that's pretty good.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
For those who don't know me, my name is James, and I'm today's best brother. I say best brother as there's less competition in that category than in the best man competition. And if you like Chris's speech better, then at least I still win something. Connor has always been very easygoing and always up for a laugh. One memory that particularly stands out from our childhood is on Mother's Day of 1998. Connor would have been about 5, and due to the popular film release of the same name the year before, we decided to gift Mum our own version of the Full Monty. Right in her very own living room. Cue uncontrollable laughter from Mum. She was pregnant with Caitlin at the time, and she laughed so hard she got a nosebleed. I maintain it was all Connor's idea, but Mum never lets us forget about that one. And there is definitely not a home video of it.
Good evening. My name is Chris, and if you've had the misfortune of not knowing me yet, I'm the best man for Connor today. Where do we begin? I was 17 years old when I met Connor McFadden. We had a mutual friend in common when we were in school, and one day he decided to introduce us to each other. And I remember looking him up and down with his bargain bin One Direction hair, and thinking to myself, I sat there and thought to myself, there is a boy that gets bullied more often than I do. And I had shoulder-length hair at this point. The teachers were calling me she. And so we made this perfect couple. We were like some sort of South Wales Starsky and Hutch, except we weren't cool and he was driving a Volkswagen Polo. After this, it was love at first sight, and so we went to university together. And what an experience that was. He spent the entire time drunk, causing problems, trying to put me in Facebook relationships with women I didn't know, stealing my foods day after day. By the end of those 3 years, my barbecue sauce was under lock and key. We had a great time, but then there was a part of Connor I met that I wasn't really aware existed at the time. There was a very dark, very randy side to Connor McFadden that only came out after a few beers at the time. It wasn't uncommon on a night out after one too many beers where Connor would turn to me and Sam and he would say in this low, randy tone, "Kiss me." And this wasn't just any old kiss. He didn't want a peck on the cheek. He wanted a full-blown lip-to-lip kiss. And he wasn't taking no for an answer. Come to think of it, I thought this was going to be Connor and Rowan, not Connor and Rohanne at this wedding. And then we'd been there for 4 years and we were having a great time. And I remember sitting in a club in Camden one day and he showed me this picture of this girl on his phone. And he turned to me and he said, I've met this really great girl. We're going on a date later in the week. Little did I know I would be sat here 5 years later congratulating you on your wedding. Absolutely fantastic. And then suddenly everything changed. Suddenly Connor became difficult to see. Suddenly he became very hard to do things with. And so we get to the day finally. And for some reason you've chosen to put me up here on the stage and punish me by trying to make me give you some sort of analogy of summarizing our entire friendship in 5 minutes. I say this with the sincerest of hearts. It's an absolute honor to be up here as best man for you. After obsessing over this speech for the past 3 months of my life, it really made me appreciate what a wonderful, funny story we've had together. Like, you've met an amazing woman, and I really cannot wait to see where your story takes you next. To Connor and Rohanne, the couple who found the golden ticket to the happy ever after.
all night with you right next to me. I wanna go feel the pounding of your heartbeat. When we get up high, won't look down, we won't look back. Yeah, when I die, I wanna know I lived like that. I wanna run in wide spaces, fly like the wind in high places, rushing like water on my face, with your hand in my hand. Ooh, I wanna dance into the morning, kiss you like you've never been kissed before me. I would go anywhere you wanna go, with your hand in my hand. Anywhere you wanna go. So many things in this world I wanna do, and when I die I wanna know you did them too. Baby, me and you. Yeah, I wanna run in wide spaces, fly like the wind in high places, rushing like water on my face, with your hand in my hand. Ooh, I wanna dance into the morning, kiss you like you've never been kissed before me. I would go anywhere you wanna go, with your hand in my hand. With your hand in my hand. I wanna run in wide spaces, fly like the wind in high places, rushing like water on my face, with your hand in my hand. Ooh, I wanna dance into the morning, kiss you like you've never been kissed before me. I would go anywhere you wanna go,